This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is a violation of the law.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate, because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real, and Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy. Or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and we'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polyeisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polly Eyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate, because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real, and Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and we'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Polly Eyes in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polyeisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polly Eyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate, because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real, and Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
The Tiger Sports live stream network is brought to you by Paulie's Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance, and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, the Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholar, Latitude Signage and Design, and the Dairy Barn. Also a shout out to our scoreboard sponsor, Kurt's Collision Center. Our quarters are brought to you by Brent Nickel State Farm. And also look up there in the top right hand corner as our business cards are scrolling throughout the whole ball game or match. Want a special shout out to Turnkey Realty, Grinnell Firestone, and Brent Nickel State Farm, those who are not running commercials tonight. But we appreciate everything that they do for us. Keep the Grinnell Tiger Sports live stream going every night, every year. So I'm going to turn it over to Chris Juni with our play-by-play tonight.
All right, Dan Walker, thank you very much, and a pleasant good evening, everyone. Welcome to Grinnell Tiger Boys Soccer, live here on the live stream on Tiger Sports Live Stream Network on YouTube. Glad to have you with us on this Friday night, and we went from a beautiful, gorgeous, sunny day, not much wind, and I don't know, about an hour and a half ago, around 5:30, 5:15, you could just literally feel the front pass through. I was outside, and it suddenly the wind picked up, and it got dropped by about 10 degrees, and still not a bad evening as the winds died down some, but now the wind is blowing straight out of the west, where before it was out of the south. And Knoxville Panthers come to town, an old South Central Conference foe. When Grinnell used to be in that back in that conference way back in the day, back when we first moved here back in '87, Grinnell was a part of that. So Panthers come into town, coached by Dylan Mick. They're 7-3 overall, 3-0 in their conference. They beat Albia 2-1 on Tuesday this week. Contrastly, the Tiger Boys are in a bit of a slump. They've lost 4 in a row, and they're coached by Jordan Kester. Tiger Boys 2-4 overall, 0-3 in the conference. They're going through the starting lineups right now. For Knoxville, Carson Cecil will be the goalkeeper. He's a sophomore. Luca DeYoung, a captain, senior forward. Jaden Deher, Max Magna, Brett Waters, Connor Willis, Joseph Finnegan, Jensen Finnegan, Ezra Schmidt, Kaysen Wilder, and Dylan Jones round out the starting lineups for the Knoxville Panthers. And for the Grinnell Tigers, quickly, Bo Blanchard in goal, Jack Hoops, Anthony Torres, Kieran Jones, Rory Brownell, Jeff Seek, Braden Graff, Grace Caponzu, Christopher McCartney, Brody Pettig, and Will Burkhead. As we say, we're set for non-conference soccer action. We're going to take this moment and pause for our national anthem. You're watching Grinnell Tiger Boys Soccer on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Hey there, I'm Joey Pauley, third generation owner of Pauley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you, Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polyeisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polly Eyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Here on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network on the YouTube. Also check us out on Facebook, and just go to YouTube and type in the search Tiger Sports Live Stream. You'll come to our site. And if you want to be notified whenever we're going to have a broadcast, just click the subscribe button. You'll be sure to get a notification whenever Tiger Sports Live Stream is on the air. Speaking of broadcasts on the air, you notice this is another boys game. Well, we have not ignored the girls, but we are going to get them on Monday. The girls have had games weathered out, and we just so happen it worked out that the boys are the last few broadcasts we've done. But our next broadcast will be Monday as Oskaloosa comes to town. They're bringing their girls and boys teams up here for a girl-boy varsity doubleheader starting at 5:30 for the girls and the boys to follow. We'll have all that action, both games for you right here on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. A little bit about soccer if you are just joining us or new to the game. It is two 40-minute halves of continuous clock in soccer with a 10-minute halftime. So in theory, you have 90 minutes total of game, and the clock only stops if the official deems it necessary for an injury, some other thing they want to talk about, or if the ball gets kicked out and they have to chase the ball down, they'll stop the clock. Otherwise, they let the clock go. Unlike the pro soccer, they don't have stoppage time. They don't keep track of that. They will stop the clock if there's any issue. And here we are underway. Knoxville in the white, Grinnell in the black, and there's a pass from Knoxville picked off by Grinnell over down to Caponzu on the far side. Caponzu circles back around, tries to get it to the middle to Brownell, now back over to Graff. Or check that, Jeff Seek tried to hit Caponzu, but hits him in the shoulder, bounces back, and the Panthers take control. Out of midfield, Tiger defense right there, as he always is. Kieran Jones and Torres manning that defense for the Tigers, and they get a throw in. Jack Hoops, the sophomore, throws it in, tries to get it down to McCartney. Need up in the air, and Caponzu has it. Does he keep it in play? Yes, he does. And it's controlled by Knoxville. Here come the Panthers on the attack, but a steal by Hoops. Now Hoops tries to pass it out ahead, going down to get Graff, but just a little too far ahead. And the Knoxville goalie, that is Carson Cecil, a sophomore, has 56 saves versus 8 goals allowed for an 88% save percentage for the Panthers, boots it out to midfield. Panthers now in control of the ball, and they start their attack. Out to midfield, and tripped up there was a Knoxville player, inadvertent by Kieran Jones, and Tigers get the steal and boot it down in. Chased down by Knoxville, goes out of bounds, and it will be a Panther throw-in. The thing you notice about soccer officiating as opposed to like football and basketball officiating is they don't have any hand signals as to what the violation was, and a lot of it is judgmental by the officials. There are rules as far as contact. There comes a long pass down ahead, but only Tigers are right there. Kieran Jones runs it down, kicks it off a Knoxville player. He boots it out of the end, the back corner. It'll be a goal kick for the Tigers. But a lot of the decisions come down to officials' judgment. What they decide elevates to a foul or not a foul. And as far as contact on the ball, if in the official's determination, again, that's the key word, in the official's determination, if they feel that the player, whoever's going for the ball, is making a legitimate attempt on the ball and they get the ball first, generally, not always, but generally, they allow contact. If that means the player gets knocked down, then so be it. So just because a player falls down doesn't always mean it's a foul. There's a pass ahead now out to Jack Hoops. Again, a little too far ahead of him, and the goalkeeper, Carson Cecil, the sophomore, scoops it up, throws it over to his teammate on the far side. Hard to see the numbers. We'll try to get those to you as well. Now Panthers in control. Pass up to midfield, and here they go on the attack. Knoxville down. That's Jensen Finnegan on the far side. He gets dumped down, and they give me play on. Panthers throw it in. Quickly, they get the ball in. That's Luca DeYoung, one of the captains for the Panthers. tries to get a pass back, but taken by Jack Hoops over to Caponzu. Caponzu working his way through traffic, gets it back to Jones. Now left for Jones. Ball is loose, kicked up by Knoxville. And that is Jones on the far side going at it, and they say it's Knoxville throw-in. As most teams do, the Panthers usually hurry to try to get in. This time they wait a little bit, looking for somebody. Finally, they throw the ball in. Gets it down to Jensen Finnegan. Finnegan now out to the middle of the field, and Panthers on the attack in their end. Being chased by McCartney is the Knoxville player. That's number 6, Connor Willis, another captain, taken away by Hoops. Here come the Tigers on the attack. Hoops down the middle. Boots it on ahead. Now has Caponzu running free down the far side. Grace Caponzu streaking in. Will he get a shot? Tries to get past the defender. Great play by the Knoxville defender that time. Caponzu is trying to stop and pull the ball back. And now Caponzu comes up limping a little bit. Looks like he was pulling his toe. Maybe had a slight cramp. And the ball comes in, so we play on. And that was taken by Grinnell. Kicked off of a Knoxville player by the Tigers, and the Tigers will get a throw-in. Jack Hoops to do the honors. Just underway here at TT Crane Field, no score. Non-conference battle, Grinnell Tiger Boys versus the Knoxville Panther Boys. High school boys soccer on the Tiger Sports live stream network. Knoxville clears it out of the zone. Back out, taken down by Rory Brownell. Brownell gets it down in to Graff. Graff has it taken away, but now lost by Knoxville. Over now to Seek. Seek tries to center, but kicked out of there by Knoxville. Headed back in by Burkhead, and then taken back out to midfield by Knoxville. Booted up in the air by Finnegan. Over now on the near side comes Joseph Finnegan. He kicks it ahead now to Anthony Torres, who kicks it out of bounds, and the Panthers will have a throw-in. Again, 2 40-minute halves here. Continuous clock unless the official stops it for an injury or some other reason, again, at their determination. They don't keep track of stoppage time, so if the clock runs and the ball is going out of bounds, you see that, well, the clock's still running. They don't stop it. It's up to the home team to provide people to hustle after the ball and get it put in play. Quickly a pass downfield to Caponzu, who has control on the far side, being chased by Jensen Finnegan, a sophomore midfielder. Caponzu still has it, now looking for an opening. Boots it up, blocked down by Knoxville, but taken back by Grinnell by McCartney. Now McCartney and Caponzu on the far side trying to get control, get it away from number 7, Joseph Finnegan, over there for the Panthers. Lots of scuffling back and forth and arms and shoulders shoving. Again, a lot of contact is allowed as long as in the official's determination the players are going for the ball. And that is allowed, and so they let it go. This one now will be a corner kick for the Grinnell Tigers. And I'll explain the differences, what constitutes a corner kick versus what constitutes a throw-in and a goal kick here in just a moment. Grinnell Tigers set to do a corner kick, their first scoring opportunity. Ball's booted on the ground. Over now to Brownell. Tries to control it between two Panthers. Now Hoops has it. Hoops turns, launches one just wide left. Boy, Jack Hoops, the sophomore, got his hips around. You can see him turn and really got some velocity on it. And Carson Cecil watched it go just wide left. The end line there where the ball was down there by the goal, if Grinnell were to kick that out of that goal, past that, it's a goal kick for Knoxville. If Knoxville kicks it out in their own end, past that end line, it's a goal kick for Grinnell. That is the difference. Anything out on the sidelines is going to be a throw-in for whatever team the official designates the ball last one off of. Tigers get control now back at the 20. Inside, trying to get to Brownell. Nicely done by Knoxville. Poked away, taken back by Grinnell. Now Knoxville controls. Over now to McCartney, out in the center. Drops the pass off for, looks like that is Jeff Seek. Seek trying to get it down. Got away from him just a little bit. Trying to hit Graff. And again, Carson Cecil, the sophomore keeper for the Panthers, slides out, scoops up the ball, and stops that attack. About 7 minutes gone here in this first half, no score. Now Hoops tries a long one, trying to get it up and over the goalie. A little too far. And it goes out of bounds, and Knoxville plays it in. Carson Cecil, the sophomore keeper, 88% save percentage. As we said, allowed 8 goals versus 56 saves on the season. Now Cecil just kicks it to his teammate in the goal area there. Then his teammate boots it out to midfield. Being chased by Luca DeYoung, one of the captains for the Panthers, taken back by the Tigers. Now over to Burkhead. Burkhead trying to get it back to Brownell. Brownell, and a lot of wrestling and fighting now. Brownell and Ezra Schmidt, another captain for the Panthers, going at it. Now here comes Seek. Now they get it out ahead. Again, a little too far, that pass. And the goalkeeper comes out, scoops it up, and stops the Tiger attack. Cecil boots it out right to midfield, taken down by the Panthers. That is number 18, Kason Wilder, a sophomore forward out there. Booted up by Torres. Knocked down by Knoxville. Grinnell right there. Burkhead tries and misses. Still has the ball. Comes back. Boots away from Knoxville. Now taken back by the Panthers. Here comes, on the attack was Luca DeYoung. Ball goes out of bounds off of Grinnell. And the Tigers, or rather the Panthers, have a throw in. We have some subs in for Knoxville. Number 8 checking in, Jess Prather. And number 25, Colton DeYoung, coming in for the Panthers. Giving the troops a rest is Coach Dylan Mick. Again, Knoxville coming in out of the South Central Conference, 7-3 overall, 3-0 in their conference. Panthers now down in the corner. Colton DeYoung just checking in, tries a centering pass, a header, attempt missed, a rebound shot up and high off the goal. That was Luca DeYoung, had a shot at it, tried to left foot kick it in the upper left-hand corner, just went high, kicked off the football goalpost. That's out of bounds, and Tigers dodge one there, and they will have a goal kick by sophomore goalkeeper Bo Blanchard. Each team has one shot on goal thus far, unofficially, on my count. Here come the Tigers on the attack. McCartney at center at midfield. Now gets it back over to Seek. Seek now boots it up ahead, headed back by Knoxville, taken down by Hoops. Hoops gets past one, gets past another defender on the far side. Now gets out to Caponzu. Here comes Caponzu out there. It's a race with the goalie, and the goalie misses it, but Caponzu cannot get stopped in time. Wow, a little bit of excitement there. Carson Cecil slid down to get the ball, lost control of it. The ball was loose, but Caponzu, running so fast, could not get stopped and go back and do anything with it. So Knoxville again, a near miss by the Tigers, and Knoxville dodges that one. Now the ball booted out. On the attack is the Panthers. That's Wilder on the far side, looking to get something to the center. Wilder stops and turns, being checked by Brody Pettig. Wilder takes a seat, but he gets right back up. Now Kieran Jones in there defending him, and the ball gets loose out to the middle, taken back by Braden Graff. Now Graff over to McCartney, back to Graff. Graff tries to head it out to Caponzu, but again, a little too far. Caponzu couldn't chase it, and Cecil Cooper, the goal, or rather Carson Cecil, the goalkeeper, boots it out of bounds, and Tigers will have a throw in. 10 minutes gone by here, no score between Grinnell and Knoxville. High school boys soccer on a Friday night, a gorgeous Friday night, as the sun tries to work its way through the clouds, as you can see, here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Glad to have you with us. And again, we will have the girls on Monday, a girl-boy varsity doubleheader. Knoxville, or rather Oskaloosa, comes to town. Girls will be at 5:30, boys to follow right here. Both games on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network on Monday, May 1st. Tigers now have control back out at midfield. Circling around was Graff, trying to get it to Caponzu, a little too wide, goes out of bounds, and Knoxville will have a throw in. Knoxville now out to midfield. Panthers on the attack. Booted over now to the middle. Taken by the Panthers in the middle. That was Luca DeYoung, I believe. Trying to get it over now to Jensen Finnegan. Knocked away by Grinnell. Now the ball kicked back down in, and Finnegan has it, or rather Luca DeYoung has it in the corner. Tried to get a starting pass. Kicked out of there by Burkhead. Over now to Knoxville. They try a long shot, but it goes way up and over. And wide right. And out past the end line, so the Tigers will get a goal kick. I'm not up to speed on my soccer. Don't know if that officially counts as a shot on goal, but it was at the goal, but missed high and wide. Now we have a goal kick by Grinnell. That's Jack Hoops getting out to McCartney at about the 50. McCartney sets it back over now to Kieran Jones. Jones over now to Graff. Graff back to Hoops. Hoops gets up to midfield. Tussling with a Knoxville player. Let's see. We had a whistle there. That's going to be a violation of foul on Grinnell. Jack Hoops saying, if the player ran up into me, referee says, no, he didn't. No yellow card, I think, just simply a violation. Too much contact. Again, a lot of judgment calls by these officials. And again, a pass down to Caponzu, trying to get it out there so Grace can use his speed to catch up. Again, a little far, kicked out of there by Knoxville. Now the Panthers and Tigers going at it. There's Brownell. Has it for the Tigers. Now taken back by Seek. Kicked in by Seek. Back over now to Hoops. Hoops gets it back to Brownell. Tries to get it to Seek. Taken away by Knoxville. But there's McCartney right there as well. Now Hoops has it in the middle for the Tigers. Again, trying to boot it over, but Knoxville defender right there. And Tigers clear it down in. Down to Kapanzu. Kapanzu battling Max Magana over there. Defenseman for the Panthers. Back out to midfield. Here come the Panthers on the attack. Now the Panthers have something going here. Going down, there's a little shove in the back by Braden Graff. Ball passed out to the center. And that time, again, a little too much contact by Jeff Seek. And it'll be a kick for Knoxville right about the 20-yard line. Now, if that foul would occur down inside the goal area, which is the yellow stripe you see right around the goal out in front and down to the side, that big yellow stripe, that would have been a penalty kick, where it's just the Knoxville player and the goalkeeper, Bo Blanchard, one-on-one. All right, here comes the kick attempt, the free kick by the Panthers. Knocked down nicely by Grinnell. Over now, Kapanzu takes on the far side. He lets it go out. That was off Grinnell, I believe. Yes, it's going to be a Panther throw-in. Quickly, Panthers look to get it in. Over now to Luca DeYoung. He has 3 goals on the year for the Panthers, their leading scorer. Now Hoops has it, and he gets pushed down from behind. Let's see, they call a violation. Yes, they did. That'll be a Tiger throw-in. Referee explains to the young man from Knoxville what the result of the foul was. Luca DeYoung, the captain. He appears to be satisfied with that, and then we play on. Now Knoxville on the attack. Kapanzu tries to come in there, poke it out. Then Hoops comes in, and boy, he went to kick it out of there. They must have cracked knees or feet or something, because both players are limping. Hoops is limping, and Knoxville player's down. That happens a lot. And if you're wondering why they don't stop it, because they're not in any imminent danger, they're not. It's the official's determination once again. And there's a Knoxville player down. He is not getting up. He just rolled over on his back. And now we finally have a stoppage, I do believe. Let's see. Yes, they haven't motioned for the clock to stop yet. And now they signal for subs to come in, I believe. And here goes Kelly Johnson-Rose to check on the Knoxville player. Coming in for the Tigers is number 12. That is Nolan McFarland. Also number 18, Kellen Harder. Replacing Braden Graff and Grace Kapanzu. But those two players are coming at each other, both trying to kick the ball, and either somebody got kicked in the shin or something, or above the shin guard, and that hurts. So, nice hand for the young man from Knoxville, finally getting up and walking off under his own power. That's good to see. Can't tell who that is at this point. Still a little far away. The Knoxville players have their numbers on the front are small and up on their left shoulder. Number 8, I believe, looks like Jesse Prather, I believe, for the Panthers. He appears to be okay, but still taking his time getting off. They will wait until he completely clears the field of play, as they do in all sports. Yes, it's number 8, Jesse Prather, for the Panthers. And once he's cleared the field of play, the side judge you can see with their hand up. Now they say go ahead, and here we go. Tigers play it in. Long pass down by the Tigers, trying to hit McFarland down in the corner. He chases it back, knocked down by the Panthers. And that's Burkhead battling number 3, Jaden DeHer, for the Panthers. Now taken away by Seek. Seek in the corner trying to get something centered over now. Miss McCartney. Ball's loose in the center for just a moment. Knoxville has it. Hoops knocks it down, but could not control it to get a velocity on it right back at the goalkeeper. And Carson Cecil knocks it down and whips it out to midfield. Kicked out by Grinnell. Panthers will have a throw-in. Looks like the young man from Knoxville just walking it off on the sideline behind his bench, so hopefully he is okay. Keep an eye on him. Tigers try to clear it down in the far end and taken back by Knoxville. Kicked off of Knoxville, or rather kicked off of a Knoxville player by a Grinnell player. Tigers have a throw-in. Jack Hoops to do the honors. Hoops throws it in, headed up by the Tigers, trying to get in the center to Christopher McCartney. Goalkeeper jumps up. Carson Cecil, the sophomore, been busy jumping up, snagged the ball, hits the ground kind of hard, stays down just a moment. Now he gets up and boots it out to midfield. Headed back by Knoxville. That was Luca DeYoung trying to get it back there, but all Tigers back there. Brody Pettig chases it down, gets it back to the center to Burkhead. Burkhead trying to get over to McFarland. Burkhead on the near side, tries to get it up, knocked down by Knoxville, taken back by the Panthers. Kicked back to the center by Knoxville. Short, quick passing by the Panthers, getting the ball advanced up before the Tiger defense can close in. And the Panthers now go on the attack. That pass knocked down by Hoos, but kicked back up by Knoxville, back down into their own end, goes out of bounds. Should be a Tiger, and is a Tiger throw-in. 2 subs coming in for the Grinnell and the Panthers. For the Panthers, number 16, Wayne Johnson checks in, and number 9, Grace Caponzu back in the game, replacing Jack Hoops. Check on Jack's quad or knee. Looks like he's kind of grabbing right above his knee, maybe his lower hamstring or something. He got kicked in the calf. He's telling Kelly Johnson-Rose, the athletic trainer, on site. Good to have that person here for these type of things. And Tigers played in. Here comes Caponzu now. Over to McFarland. McFarland tries to get it down field now, trying to hit in the corner to McCartney. Chasing it down. Can he get there? And he cannot. It is going to be a goal kick for Knoxville. Just missed it. Now we have subs coming in, or a sub coming in now for the Panthers. That's number 7, Joseph Finnegan, checking in. And he will replace number 18, Kyson Wilder. I believe is a young man's number. See if I can catch it here. Yep, number 18. And here we go. Again, the clock does not stop on substitutions or when the ball. They encourage the players to hustle in and out once they're given the go-ahead to come on the field. They did stop the clock for that young man from Knoxville for that injury, but again, that's one of the few times the clock will actually stop. Tigers now with a throw-in. Quickly they get a ball in. Tipped out of there by Knoxville, but taken back by Grinnell. And now out to the center part of the field, over and out of Brownell. Trying to get down now here to Brody Pettig. Pettig, or Burkhead rather, swings around, boots it off a Knoxville player, and Tigers will have a throw-in. Again, with a similar strategy we see from a lot of teams. If the offense has numbers on you, you just boot the ball out of bounds, let your defense hustle down and get reset. Now the throw-in headed out of there by Knoxville, taken by Knoxville. That's Colton DeYoung. Gets it out ahead, and here come the Panthers on the attack. Luca DeYoung, the captain for the Panthers, against Torres. Goes off of Torres. It's going to be, I believe, a Panther throw. And yes, they signaled that, and the ball was way down at the other end, and the ball boy did not get it in quickly enough, according to the Panther fans and players. And now the Panthers have a throw-in. And let's see. Lining it up to throw it in is going to be Max Magana. Magana gets into the center, headed out of there by 2 players. Let's see who they say was off of. It's going to be off of Knoxville, goal kick for Grinnell. That's for one of those. If we had a video monitor, we may have gone to the replay now. That was pretty close. Jack Hoops checking back in for the Tigers, replacing Nolan McFarland. Now Tigers have their main lineup except for one back in. Kellen Harder, the sub, still on the field for the Tigers. Hoops misses a header, falls down, but gets back up. Caponzu has it on the far side. Caponzu circles it back to Jones, now over to Hoops. Hoops back in the middle, gets it from Caponzu. Hoops chased by a couple 3 defenders, now over the far side to Kieran Jones. Jones' pass taken away by Luca DeYoung, the captain. One of the captains, one of the 3 captains for the Panthers, has it on the far side, battles Caponzu. Now McCartney steps in front of that pass, takes it away, and the Tigers are on the attack. Here comes Caponzu on the far side. Caponzu, when you control the ball, dribbling. That's what it's called, is dribbling, when you have the ball in front of you, like that. Taken back by McCartney, back to Hoops. And there's just an outright shove. Hoops was trying to get control of the ball, and the Knoxville player just extended his arm. As we've discussed before, pretty much any sport you're in, whether it's basketball, football, or soccer, or whatever, they allow you to battle arms and shoulders if you keep your arms in tight. Once you extend, that is a violation. And that is going to be called. Long kick by Hoops that time. Short hopped nicely by Carson Cecil. And over the head now of Grinnell, but quickly back there was Anthony Torres for the Tigers. Torres now clears it out of there. Steady defender for the Tigers all season long. Caponzo giving chase, trying to get it before it was out of bounds, and just could not catch up to it. But Tigers stopped that attack. Substitute in now for the Panthers, number 8, Jesse Prather checking in. In Knoxville, a real solid ball club. Coached by Dylan Mick, they're 7-3 overall, 3-0 in their conference. Part of the South Central Conference, the conference Grinnell used to be in way back in the day, and I'm talking late 80s, early to mid-90s. Long time ago. I'm dating myself, but I remember. I used to coach back then. I made those trips in the buses down to Davis County and Centerville and those places. All right, Tigers in control there on the far side. Let's see. Says it went off of Knoxville. That was one of those again. Looked like it may have gone off Grinnell, but Grinnell gets the call. They throw it in. Tigers in the middle. McCartney now on the far side over to Hoops. Hoops looking to get some clearance to center. Hoops gets past one, gets knocked down. Another player takes a tumble over Hoops. Incidentally, we play on now out of the center is Burkhead. He pops it up right at the goalie, Cecil. He snags it like catching a pop fly. That's a shot on goal. Unofficially, I have 3 shots on goal for Grinnell, 1 for Knoxville. That ball tried to be headed by Luca DeYoung, taken by Burkhead. Now Knoxville has an attack going. Here comes DeYoung giving chase, but 2 Tigers are back there. Bo Blanchard calls off his defenders, Brody Pedig and Kieran Jones, or rather Torres. He says, I got this, and Blanchard boots it out. Headed back down by Knoxville, over now to DeYoung. Poked out of there nicely by Torres, back to Hoops. Hoops gets it back to Burkhead. Now up to Brownell. Brownell kicks it over to Hoops. Up ahead now to Graff. Graff trying to get it over to Caponzo, who has it, back to Hoops. Hoops working around, trying to get past the Knoxville defender. Now boots it out ahead to Graff. See if Tigers can get past that. Now Caponzo had it momentarily, lost his balance and fell, and Knoxville takes over. But Hoops comes up, steps into the front of the pass, picks it off, but then Knoxville takes it right back. Panthers looking to get something going. Now they try an attack run, and quickly scooped up by Bo Blanchard. And he will have a free kick. Coming up on 25 minutes gone by here in the first half. No score between Grinnell and Knoxville on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Powered by YouTube. There's a attack out to Kellen Harder. Harder now racing down, being chased by Max Magana. Harder tries a shot, gets taken down. Was going to be a little wide anyway, but just to be sure, Cecil, the goalkeeper, watches it hit the post, goes out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. So lots of action for a no-score game here in this one. And now we're waiting for the goal kick from the Panthers. Gets it out to his teammate in front, does Cecil. Can't tell who that number is for the Panthers. Now they cleared out to midfield, trying to hit DeYoung, but headed back in by Grinnell and taken by Grinnell. Hoops now gets it out ahead, tries to hit Keller Harder again, or the Kellen Harder. Gets it back now. Here comes Jeff Seek. Seek in the middle, knocked off the ball by a Panther defender, and they call a violation. Tigers will have a free kick. Again, a lot of these calls are judgment calls by the official. The key words are if in the official's judgment contact is deemed against the rules, they will blow the whistle. If not, they don't. And it's different for every official. As we said, a general rule is that if both players are making a play on the ball, if they determine, they being the official, determines that the players are making a legitimate play on the ball, and there's body contact, they let that go usually. Now Brownell boots it up in the air and trying to get it in so somebody can head it a little too high and wide over the goal, and Knoxville will have a goal kick. Wind certainly died down a little bit from earlier when that front first passed through. It was kicking up out of the west pretty good. The wind was out of the south. Then the front rolled through, dropped about 10 or so degrees, and the wind picked up out of the west, probably 15 to 20 miles an hour. Now it's dropped down to probably 10 or so miles an hour. The flag's barely moving on the goalpost. Knoxville clears it out now, taken down by Torres. Torres gets it back to Brownell, has it taken away by Knoxville. Now Brownell on the near side gets it out ahead to Burkhead, tries to center down to Harder. Harder back to the middle, trying to hit McFarland. Now back over to Brownell. Brownell gets in the center to Hoops. Hoops gets it ahead to Caponzi. Tries to hit him in the pass, just overshoots him a bit. Go out of bounds, cross the end line, and Knoxville will have a goal kick. Just a lot of good passes and good plays by the Tigers, just have not been able to connect. Passes have always been just a little bit too far out in front for the Tigers to do anything with it. Conversely, Knoxville's defense has been right there as well, making it difficult, not giving much of a passing lane for the Tigers. Cecil boots the ball out now, headed or chested down by Brownell back in the Tiger territory. Now booted up by Knoxville, headed up by Burkhead, and now two Panthers jump up and head it, and they appear to be okay. Let's see, we have a foul that time called on Grinnell, I do believe. Oh, they called a foul on Knoxville that time. All right. Not sure what the foul was. Now the Knoxville players asking for some clarification. That is number 18, Kyson Wilder. Asking, what did I do there? And he gets the explanation from the official. And on we go. Booted down there by Hoops, snagged right away by Cecil. That's about the third or fourth time he's jumped up like an outfielder and caught that ball. So good play by him. Sophomore goalkeeper again, 88% save percentage. Allowed 8 goals on the year against 56 saves. Pretty solid wall back there for the Panthers. Now the Panthers on the attack. There's number 1, Carson Cecil. Or check that. That's number 7, Joseph Finnegan down there in the corner battling against Burkhead. Out to the center, taken back by Knoxville. Now to the center to Wilder. Wilder gets it back out, but taken out of there, poked out of there by the Tigers. That was number 8, Braden Graff, I do believe. Giving chase down there is McFarland. Caponzi also down there, and Harder down there as well. Now McFarland has it, intercepts the pass, taken out momentarily by Knoxville, but then loose, and Knoxville clears it out to center. Knocked down by Brownell, taken back by DeYoung. DeYoung now ahead on the attack. DeYoung tries to hit Wilder. Sophomore 4, Wilder dribbling the ball down, trying to get past Brody Pettig. Nice job by Pettig. Again, Wilder hits the deck, face first. And now Tigers on the attack. Here comes Caponzi to give chase, but again, as we said earlier, pass just a little too far, trying to hit Caponzi. Too far ahead, the goalkeeper Cecil snaps it up, and he boots it out to midfield. Knoxville heads the ball over towards the center. Players collide. Now Burkhead has it. Gets it back now to Torres. Torres out ahead now. Finds Hoops in the middle. Hoops tries to get past the Knoxville defender. Nice job that time by Luca DeYoung. Or check that. That was number 3, Jaden DeHeer. Getting out there and knocking that away from Hoops. Taken back by Grinnell. Now Torres has it. He missed it, but taken back down. The Tigers are just going to boot it out of bounds, preventing Luca DeYoung from having a shot at it. And Knoxville will have a throw in. DeYoung now looking to throw it in. And let's see. We blew the inadvertent whistle. We're playing on. There's a handball by Harder, so that'll be a free kick right there about the 20 for the Panthers. Again, if the ball touches your hand, whether it was intentional or not, even if it just accidentally does, it's a foul. There's a goal kick that time by the Panthers, and you had a good look at that. It spun. He tried to bend it over in that far left corner. Could not do so. That was number 13, Ezra Schmidt, sophomore captain for the Panthers. His shot goes wide, and Tigers had a goal kick. They get out to midfield, now booted back down by Knoxville. Oh, a header attempt missed by Torres. DeYoung now giving chase, but right there for the Tigers is Burkhead. Burkhead just turns and boots it out of bounds. Knoxville quickly looking to get it in. Panthers looking, now get it down. Dropped in front of this end in their offensive end of the Panthers. Knoxville with the ball, chased by 2 defenders, now gets it over to Finnegan. Finnegan out in the center to Colton DeYoung. DeYoung now back, a spinning shot right towards the goalkeeper Blanchard, plays it perfectly. That shot taken that time by number 7, I believe. No, number 11, that was Jensen Finnegan. Saved by Bo Blanchard. Now Knoxville has the ball in control. Again, we're seeing here the last 4 or 5 minutes. The first half of this first half was played consistently down in the Tiger offensive end zone, Knoxville's defensive end. And Knoxville, their defense is on the left side of your screen. Now we've noticed here the last, probably 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes, the ball has been played a lot more down in the Tiger defensive end, which is at the right side of your screen. Substitutes in the game now for Knoxville. And the Tigers will have a throw-in. Just over 8.5 minutes left to go first half. No score here. High school boys soccer on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Chris Juni, Dan Walker with you on this Friday night. Glad to have you with us. Here come the Panthers mounting an attack again. Burkhead had it and missed it. Now DeYoung giving chase. DeYoung has the ball on the near side for the Panthers. DeYoung looking to center. Tries to get past Burkhead. Nice job by Burkhead. Knocked it away, but there's his teammate. That is Finnegan. Now the ball down. DeYoung had a shot at it. Now the ball's loose, and Torres reaches knifes in there, just pokes it out, and it will be a throw-in for Knoxville. Did not go across the end line and went out of bounds over the sideline, so it's a throw-in, not a corner kick for the Panthers. Throwing it in for Knoxville, number 4, Max Magana. Magana now fakes it to one of his teammates nearby, then looks to get a big throw-in out towards the center. Knocked up in the air, loose in front of the goal, and Campanzu kicks it out of there. Clears it for Grinnell. Giving chase is McFarland on the far side. And Knoxville, they being Knoxville, let the ball go out of bounds. Panthers have a throw-in. Quickly getting the ball in now. Knoxville circling back. They get it back to the middle to reset. Try to mount an attack. Here come the Panthers. Pass the ball down in to DeYoung. DeYoung gets past Brownell. Centers it out. Now tried to get it back to DeYoung, but he's covered by Brownell. Ball knocked loose when return. Now the Tigers have it. McFarland now coming down this near side. Pokes it over. Tries to get to Braden Graff. Goes out of bounds, and Knoxville will have a throw-in. Again, we've noticed here the last 7-8 minutes that the ball has been played a lot more down here in the Tiger defensive end. Here comes Knoxville on the attack. Jesse Prather now, number 8 for the Panthers in there. Gets it back out to the middle to reset. Connor Willis now, the captain has it, puts it back to the center, and the Panthers will reset. That pass, looking to get it down to Wilder, picked off that time by Kieran Jones. Goes out of bounds off of a Knoxville Panther. And Tigers will throw it in. Again, our next broadcast will be Monday night, a girl-boy doubleheader. Oskaloosa comes to town. Girl varsity, Grinnell Tiger girls varsity. Yes, we know they exist, and yes, we're going to have a game of theirs on. After several cancellations and weather outs, 2 players go down, no foul called. Girls will be at 5:30. The boys will follow. Again, a Grinnell Tiger boys and girls soccer, girl-boy varsity doubleheader. Girls at 5:30, boys at 7 or thereabouts. Monday night, May 1st on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Now here comes DeYoung now for the Panthers on the attack. Circling around, looking to line up to get a shot. Couldn't get anything on it. Might have hit part of the Tiger player there, Kieran Jones. And let's see. They did call a foul on Grinnell. It's at the 15. So that'll be just a free kick, not a penalty kick. Again, if you can see it on your screen, the yellow line, right where all the Tiger players are just inside, right in front of where they're standing and where the referee is walking the green shirt, there's a yellow line there, not the arched one, but the flat one. That's the goal box. If a foul occurs in that area, it is a penalty kick for the team that was fouled, which is one-on-one against the Tiger goalie. DeYoung now set to tee it up. Put in play, and DeYoung tries to knife one in there. Blanchard, a diving save, pokes it out of there. Wow, that had some velocity. Now back to the center. Tries to be headed by Knoxville. Could not quite get it up and get the head on it. That was DeYoung again. He taps to the bench. I guess my bad, and I don't know if he was calling for a sub or signaling if it was his bad, but we're going to get a sub in now. And let's see if DeYoung does indeed come out. No. That's number 7 checking in, Joseph Finnegan. Also subbing for the Tigers, Nolan McFarland coming out. Now the Tigers will throw it in. 4.5 left to go. Ball knocked up in the air, taken by the Panthers on the far side. Knocked down by Grinnell. And Hoops is over there trying to get control of it. Being chased by a Knoxville defender. And the ball gets loose when returned. Now Knoxville has it, but poked out of there by Jones. Right to the center to DeYoung. DeYoung squaring up, tries to get a shot off. Big right leg of DeYoung there. Got his hip square, but just could not get it to bend back around. Goes high and wide right. And Grinnell will have a goal kick. Two subs now come in for the Panthers. Number 0 checking in, that's Jay Keller. Also number 25, Colton DeYoung, checking in for the Panthers. Jack Hoops to do the honors for the goal kick. Hoops blasted out of there. Tries to Caponzo, headed back by Knoxville. Nicely done. And that was Kieran Jones booted up, and Caponzo trying to keep it in play, but he was out of bounds, I believe, when he hit that, so that'll be a throw-in for the Panthers. As you can see on the time clock on the Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard, just over 3 minutes left to go here in this first half, no score. Lots of action, though, for a scoreless game. Off of Grinnell, Knoxville with a throw-in. Unofficially, I have shots on goal. I have 4 for Grinnell and now 3 for Knoxville. It was like 3-1, but Knoxville, as I said, the last probably 10 or 12 minutes, they've had the ball down here in the Tiger defensive end. And let's see. Knoxville fans are hollering about something. They're asking for the clock to be stopped, but unless the official stops it, they don't stop the clock. Even if they had to chase the ball, they had to chase the ball, but the official has to tell the clock operator to stop it. Otherwise, they let it go. I've been a clock operator, and even if you know the official's wrong, unless they tell you to, you keep the clock rolling. That's the way it is now. A long shot off the center post. Blanchard had a piece of it, may have tipped it up, hit the goal post. It's still in play. Did not hit the football goal post, but hit the top of the goal post, the goal net. Goes out of bounds, so let's see. We have a sub coming in now. Luca DeYoung checking back in, the captain, senior captain for the Panthers. Now Knoxville will throw it in just a minute. The Panthers are ready to throw it in, but they stopped him. Now here comes Knoxville. Under 2 minutes left to go. Panthers now getting it over to Willis. Willis, one of the captains. Ball knocked up in the air, taken by Grinnell. Headed out of there, but right back to Knoxville. Knocked down by the Panthers. Taken by Finnegan. Finnegan gets it over now to DeYoung. Now Tigers have it. On the attack was Grinnell. That is Jeff Seek with it. And it goes out of bounds. Seek tried to plead his case. It was off Knoxville, but the referee said no, it was off Grinnell, so Knoxville is a throw-in. Now quickly, here comes Colton DeYoung. He gets the ball centered past DeYoung, or Luca DeYoung. And down in the corner now are the Panthers. There's a shove down by Burkhead. And let's see, it goes out of bounds. And they're going to call it a goal kick for Grinnell. Might have got away with one there. Got an arm extended to the Tiger player. And could have easily been called. But the Tigers with the goal kick. We have 1 minute left to go here in this first half. Again, halftime will be 10 minutes. And then they do a second half of 40 minutes of action. Knoxville trying to mount one last charge. Panthers on the attack. Bumped down by Burkhead, and that was unnecessary. The ball had cleared the player, and he just kind of ran into him. And well, now they change the call and get it back over to Grinnell. Now here come the Tigers on the attack. Quickly down is Jaden DeHeer. He boots it out of bounds, lets his defense reset. 30 seconds left. Tigers looking to get the ball in. Ball gets loose for a moment. And again, the clock doesn't stop, just like Knoxville was wanting it earlier. The clock does not stop on a loose ball like that. Now Hoops throws it into center. Big collision there. And we play on, says the official, right in front of the official. Two players going for the ball. And again, I hate to keep harping on it, it's a judgment call. Quickly, Torres gets it in, ball up in the air, headed out of there by, that'll do it. Another big collision right to half, and Knoxville player puts his hands up like incidental. Jeff Seek talking to the official, and everybody has a few words, and that's the way it ends. No score here at halftime. As we say, you're watching Grinnell Tiger Boys Soccer on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy. Or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We are your trusted partner in everything signage and we'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polley'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior.
Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polyeisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polly Eyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The Tiger Sports live stream network is brought to you by Polly Eyes Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance, and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate. The Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars, Latitude Signage and Design, and the Dairy Barn. Also a shout out to our sponsors up there in the top right hand corner that are not commercial holders. That'd be Turnkey Realty, Grinnell Firestone, Brent Nickel State Farm, and Kurt's Collision Center. And of course, that scoreboard's brought to you by Kurt's Collision Center. Our second period is also brought to you by Brent Nickel State Farm. So thank you to all those fine sponsors of the Tiger Sports live stream network.
All right, back here getting set to start the second half. Grinnell Tigers versus the Knoxville Panthers. Two old South Central Conference foes from a long time ago. Grinnell's been out of the South Central Conference for a while, but Knoxville's still a part of that. They meet up here again at TT Cranny. And there's no score. And like they do in football, the teams flip ends now. Now Grinnell will be going right to left, and Knoxville will be going left to right. Wind picking up a bit now. Here come the officials. I don't know all the rules of soccer, but I do know they're not going to start the game until those three people in their bright green shirts get out here. So we'll have to wait on them a little bit. Some hand taps, and here we go. The official is going to hand the ball to Grinnell. Tigers will play it in. Unofficially, I have both teams with 4 shots on goal. Grinnell got 4 shots on goal, fairly right away. And Knoxville had like 1 shot on goal for the longest time. But then, like I said, about the last 15 or so minutes of that first half, the ball and the action was mostly down at Grinnell's defensive end, and Knoxville had several attempts. They added 3 more, probably more than that, but I had 4 total unofficial shots on goal for the Panthers. And we sit tied there, just like the score. Tied up. Grinnell to play it in now. Long pass down, trying to Caponzu. Knocked down by Knoxville, taken by McCartney. McCartney battling. And Kapanzu there tries to boot it back to Seek, over now to Hoops. Hoops tries to get it to Kapanzu, picked off by Knoxville. And Kapanzu lets it go out of bounds and gives it to Hoops, and Tigers will have a throw in. Again, teams trying to quickly get him. Brownell shoulders the ball down off of Brownell's head, and then Hoops there, that time in behind, gets a header shot in. Over now to Kapanzu. Now back to Hoops. Hoops in the center working against defenders. Here comes Seek. Back out to Knoxville, taken away by Wilder. Wilder gets the ball up, headed by Finnegan. That's Joseph Finnegan, number 7. There's a couple of Finnegans on the team. I got to make sure I mention the first name as much as possible. And Tigers have control. Now battling in the middle are Tigers and Panthers. Nobody with control. Now Knoxville pokes it out of there. Finnegan gives chase. Joseph Finnegan now over to Luca DeYoung, the senior captain for the Panthers. Tigers kick it off at DeYoung, and they will have a throw in. Again, no score here. Teams had some pretty good chances the first half. Tigers, especially early in the first half, had a lot of chances. And again, towards the latter half of the second half, Knoxville really put the pressure on, had a lot of attack attempts at the Tiger end. Both goalies have been busy, and as they were that first half. Now a long ball up in the air, trying to get a header for the Tigers, and Hoops going in for try to get it, and he collides with the Knoxville goalkeeper, knocks down. Hoops comes back to check on him, good sportsmanship. And Hoops has the right to go for the ball, but he cannot touch the goalie, I believe, and the goalie's making a play on it, so that was the reason for the violation, so Knoxville has a goal kick. Again in goal for the Panthers, Carson Cecil, a sophomore goalkeeper. 56 saves on the year versus 8 goals allowed for an 88% save percentage. Ball goes off in Knoxville. Tigers will play it in. Down in the corner now to McCartney. Back to Kapanzu. Kapanzu tries to get down to Hoops. Now kicked out to the middle. Taken back by the Panthers, so they come on the attack. Wilder gets it back over to his teammate. That is Joseph Finnegan. Finnegan on the attack in midfield. Gets it here on the near side to Jensen Finnegan. Jensen Finnegan looking things over. Tries to get a starting pass. Knocked down. That time by Brody Pettig. And players battling for it. Kieran Jones and Finnegan battle for it. Goes out of bounds across the end line. Ruled to be off of Knoxville. So Bo Blanchard will have he will play it in. He could kick it or he could throw it in. Looks like he's going to choose to kick this one. Blanchard boots the ball up in the air. What wind there is going from right to left, so Tigers are going into the wind. Again, not a lot of wind, but it seems to be blowing a little bit more than it was in the first half. There, a Knoxville player takes a tumble that time. I think that was McCartney, or maybe that was Brody Pettig over there. Big collision. They call a violation, a foul on Grinnell. So Knoxville will get a free kick. Well, no, now they say they're going to, no, they are going to get a free kick right from the sideline there, okay? At the spot of the foul, about the 15-yard line. And the Panther player waits for his teammates to get lined up. Here we go. Ball up in the air. Knocked down, missed by Grinnell. Ball is loose in front, gets past the Knoxville player, and Tigers get it out. That looked like it tipped off a Knoxville player's hand. How can I tell that? Well, he immediately grabbed his hand from having a ball kicked off of it. That would hurt. So it's a Tiger throw. And again, it doesn't matter if it's accidental or intentional. If it touches your hand, it is a handball, and the other team gets a kick. That was Cason Wilder, a sophomore forward, shaking his hand, trying to get the feeling back. He caught one flush on the hand there. Still kind of holding his hand a little bit. Ball headed down by the Knoxville Panthers. Panthers now on the attack. Here comes Ezra Schmidt, a captain for the Panthers. Now back to Kapanzu. Kapanzu gets it back to Pettig. Pettig loses for a moment, then gets it back, kicks it out of there now to the far side. Now Tigers trying to advance, but taken in by Grinnell, or rather by Knoxville, back in their end. Again, much like the way the first half ended, a lot of action being played down on the Tiger defensive end. Panthers, a lot of pressure on the Tiger defense. Trying to get something going. Now knocked off the ball by Burkhead, or rather Burkhead knocked the player off the ball. Again, hard to see the Knoxville numbers. They have the white shirts with the gold numbers. They're big and back, but it's hard to see gold numbers from a distance. And the numbers in front are very small and high up on their left shoulder. Now the Tigers try to clear it now over to McCartney. Here comes Graff, tries to get it back to McCartney, being checked by 2 Knoxville defenders. That is McCartney. Tries to fight through it, gets through the traffic. Ball was cleared momentarily, but taken back by Knoxville. Now they boot it out to the center, right to Hoops. Hoops, a long ball down in, trying to get to Kapanzu, and the goalkeeper coming out again, just a little bit too far. Kapanzu couldn't quite catch up to it, and Carson Cecil runs out the sophomore keeper and snags it up. Kind of been the story of the night. Tigers have not been able to connect on that play. You see what they're trying to do, boot it up in the air like Kapanzu run under it. Just haven't been able to connect. Now the Tigers go on the attack. DeYoung had it, gets it taken away. Now a crossing pass to Kapanzu, but again, not far enough away from the goalkeeper. Cecil once again scoops it up for the Panthers. No score between Grinnell and Knoxville here. 6 minutes gone by here in this second half. In case you're wondering, and I know there's a lot of soccer left to be played, but if we do get to overtime, Tigers have been there. We had one on our last broadcast, or a broadcast or two ago. They played 2 10-minute quarters with a 1-minute break, and then if it's still tied, then they go to penalty kicks. But there's a lot of soccer left to be played. Over 33 minutes left, so we'll worry about that when that comes up. Off in Knoxville, and Tigers will throw it in. Jack Hoops to do the honors. Kapanzu heads it up, trying to get it to Brownell, but again, not knocked away by Knoxville. Now taken momentarily by Grinnell, kicked back out to the center by Knoxville, now taken by Torres. Torres on the far side to Graff. Graff working around, tries to get a shot up and over, and Cooper, or rather Cecil, right there to snag that. That was a shot on goal. That was going to bend in, but Carson Cecil right there to knock it down. Another save for him. 5 shots on goal unofficially for Grinnell. Pettig brings the ball. Now the pass down deep to Kapanzu. Kapanzu tries to get past, tries to get up there, get to it a little too far, goes off in Knoxville. Tigers will throw it in. Again, you can see what the Tiger play is. Long passes out, try to let Kapanzu on the near side or Graff on the far side run under it and get a one-on-one situation with the goalie. There goes the ball being headed in. Kapanzu heads it up, knocked down by Knoxville and taken by the Panthers. That is Jensen Ferguson. Ferguson gets it stolen by McCartney. McCartney battling 2 Knoxville defenders. You see lots of forearms, lots of shoulders, and lots of bumping. That's allowed as long as you don't extend. Now a long pass down. Knoxville on the attack, but nobody there but Tigers, and turned around. Torres tries to clear, but knocked down by Knoxville. Joseph Finnegan now bumps into a Tiger player. That was Brownell. Goes off of Brownell, and Panthers will have a throw-in. Now on the far side, that's Jensen Finnegan, looks like. Again, hard to tell the numbers. There's a centering pass by Knoxville. Ball's down loose, and let's see. They said no foul, just off of Knoxville. It'll be a goal kick for Grinnell. Had that been a foul call on Grinnell, Knoxville would have had a penalty kick. But as it sits, it's a goal kick for Grinnell. Blanchard gets it in to Burkhead. Over now to, that is Kieran Jones. Jones trying to clear, knocked down twice by Knoxville. Now still loose in the corner. Jones again, now he gets it up and back out to Kapanzu. Kapanzu here on the near side. Tries to boot it over to Brownell. Taken back by Knoxville, but now out to McCartney. McCartney has the ball back to Hoops. Hoops looking, trying to circle around away from the defender. Back to Jones. Jones knocked down nicely by Knoxville. That's number 11, Jensen Finnegan. He knocks it up. Taken down by Kapanzu, shouldered by Brownell. Kapanzu has it at midfield. Pass by Grinnell a little bit awry, goes to Knoxville. Now Luca DeYoung, the senior captain, has it momentarily, then knocked down by Brody Pettig. Pettig tries to send it long to Graff, knocked down by Knoxville. Here comes DeYoung. Players collide, we play on. Now here comes DeYoung on the far side. DeYoung looking. He has the big leg, has a couple shots on goal, tries to get a center, taken away by Brownell, now to Hoops. Hoops pokes it away, taken now by Kieran Jones. Jones gets it over now to Kapanzu, a little too far and wide, out of bounds, and Knoxville will have a throw-in, and we have subs coming in right now for the Panthers. Number 0 checking in, Jay Keller, and I believe that is it for now. 22 ran out there, Rylan Robinson. And he will come in on the next dead ball. So Robinson set to check in for the Panthers, and here we go. Knoxville in control on the attack. Panthers over now to DeYoung. DeYoung in the middle. Gets it taken by Brownell. Brownell over now to Graff. Graff to McCartney in the center. McCartney gets it back to Kieran Jones, now taken back by Hoops. Over now to Jones. Slid down, nice tackle, nice block by Knoxville. It was off of Jones, out of bounds, off his face. And Knoxville will have a throw. And now the Panthers get a sub. 22, Rylan Robinson, a sophomore forward midfielder, checks in for the Panthers. And Knoxville set to throw it in. Dylan Jones to do the honors. Gets the ball in now to, looks like number 16, Wayne Johnson. Long kick down, goes off of Grinnell. Knoxville with the throw in once again. Another sub in for the Panthers, number 25, Colton DeYoung, checking in, replacing the aforementioned Wayne Johnston. Now the Panthers have a throw in. 10 minutes gone by, 11 minutes gone by here. The second half, no score between Grinnell and Knoxville. High school boys soccer on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network, powered by YouTube. Glad to have you with us here on this Friday night. If you're wondering how to get to us, go to YouTube, type in the search bar up there, Tiger Sports Livestream Network, and our site will pop up. You can also hit that subscribe button. To subscribe, you'll be notified when we have a broadcast. Long pass down, giving chase was Knoxville, but a little too far. And they try to get the ball in quickly. Tigers have a throw in. Headed up by Knoxville. Players fall down, ball up, now booted out of there by Torres. And Graff giving chase on the far side. Also, Jaden DeHeer. Graff and DeHeer on the far side. Graff trying to turn around, gets it back now to McCartney. McCartney out to the center. Now taken by Brownell. Brownell centers it in, kicked away by Knoxville. Knocked down by Grinnell nicely. Tigers in control. Now DeYoung gets it, and we had a whistle here. Let's see. We're a foul called. Kick will be back about the 45-yard line. Not sure what the foul was called. Again, they don't give hand signals like they do in football or basketball. They just simply blow the whistle, hold their hand straight up, indicating a violation or a foul, and they give the ball to the offended team. He is talking to Luca DeYoung, the senior captain. Don't know if it's involving him or just simply explaining to the captain the rules. Now a long boot up in the air by Grinnell, trying to get a header in. Brownell is there, and Hoops is there. He and Kapanzu collide, and the ball is loose and taken by Grinnell. There is Brownell, boots it off of a Knoxville player. Brownell quickly looking to throw it in. And he sets it down now, and I believe Jack Hoops is going to do the honors. Oh, they called a violation, a foul, so it's going to be a free kick for Grinnell. Hoops is going to do that honors. Hoops now boots the ball up, is curving. Tigers headed up, headed again towards the goal, but again right there, Carson Cecil. Tigers cannot get any velocity on it, but again, a shot on goal and another save by Cecil. Sophomore keeper earning his stripes tonight. Doing a fine job in net for the Panthers. Here comes Torres now chasing the ball down. The Tiger defenseman tries to get it away from Luca DeYoung. DeYoung, the leading scorer for the Panthers on the season, has 3 goals on the year. Cleared out by Torres, taken back by Knoxville. Now the Panthers come on the attack. Ball's now on the far side. Being battled for there between two teams. Looks like Graff is over there. Now Graff gets it back to Hoops, and here come the Tigers. Hoops trying to send it in long. Again, a little too far. Turning to Kapanzu. Again, that Tiger play. Booted up in the air, let Kapanzu run under it, and hopefully get him in a one-on-one situation with the opponent's goalie. Just have not been able to connect on that pass and that play here tonight, thus far. Now Knoxville with the ball at midfield. DeYoung now gets it down in on the far side. Panthers on the attack. Torres tries to knock the ball loose. Player gets past Torres. Now a centering pass knocked in. A nice shoulder and a check by Brody Petty that prevented the Knoxville player from going for it. Kind of shielded his body, and he touched the ball, so he was going for the ball. And Tigers will have a goal kick. Bo Blanchard down there, the Tigers sophomore keeper, talking to Jack Hoops. Trying to get something sorted out here. And Jack Hoops will put it in play. 15 minutes gone by here. No score between Grinnell and Knoxville. Headed by the Panthers, back to Grinnell. McCartney within the center of the field. Ball gets loose away from McCartney. Now back down to the corner. Panthers on the attack. That's Rylan Robinson. Robinson back to the center. And shove that time by Hoops a little bit. And they get the ball. Ball boy doing their best to keep up with this action up and down. And Panthers throw it in. Headed up nicely by Grinnell. Headed by Grinnell again. Out to McCartney. McCartney now on the far side to Graff. Graff giving chase. Luca DeYoung giving chase also. Can't tell who that Knoxville defender is on the far side. But Graff gets it back to the center. Now again to hit Graff on the breakout. He's on a run out. Battling down there with Case and Wilder, I believe. Hard to see who that is down there in the far corner. Both players going for it. Lots of jostling, shoving, and let's see what we do. It goes off Grinnell, across the end line. Goal kick for the Panthers. Cecil to boot it in play. Heads towards the far side. Toward his teammate DeYoung. Taken back by Grinnell. Now Hoops has in the middle. Over now to Brownell. Brownell tries to hit McCartney, but just couldn't control it. And Capongi comes running in, but alertly, Carson Cecil, the Panther goalkeeper, scoops it up and kicks it out of there. Now Panthers on the attack. Headed it back by Grinnell. Over now to Rylan Robinson. On the far side, yes, they do keep it in play. Good hustle by that Panther player over there. Apologize, I can't see his number, but good hustle to run down and chase that in play. And there's a Tiger player down. Maybe got kicked in the ankle or shin. Let's see. Clock is still running because the official has not stopped it yet. Now the player gets up. And it's going to be a throw-in, I believe, or a free kick for Grinnell. We do have subs here waiting to come in, and let's see. Now Grinnell puts it in play. Long boot by Hoops. Cleared out of there by Knoxville. Taken by Brownell. Brownell loses it to Knoxville. Here come the Panthers. Quickly checked. Brownell poking his foot in there. Now Panthers get it to the center. Try to mount the attack. Now the pass over to the near side. Taken by Jesse Prather. Prather gets it taken away by the Tigers. Now Grinnell comes on the attack. And that's Seek booting it up in the air. Now to Caponzu. Caponzu off his shoulder. Taken by Colton DeYoung. DeYoung gets it down. Trying to hit Rylan Robinson. He's being chased by Brody Pettig, and Robinson, I think, boots it out. And let's see, now we have a whistle. They stop play for sub to come in. Number 16, Wayne Johnston, checking back in for the Panthers. He is going to replace, looks like number 3, that's Jaden DeHeer. And Panthers have a throw-in down in the Tiger defensive end. Quickly throwing the ball in. As the Panthers booted up in the air, shot on goal, high and wide left. Keeper Bo Blanchard just watches that one. That cleared the perimeter fence and all the way out to the fence that encircles the whole TT Cranny complex here. So that'll take a bit to get that one chased down. Meanwhile, Jack Hoops set to kick it in for Grinnell. Hoops boots the ball up in the air. Headed nicely by Knoxville. But right back to Grinnell. Brownell with it. Brownell tries to get over to Jones. Now Jones out in the middle to McCartney. McCartney tries to do a back pass to Brownell, taken away by Knoxville. Here come the Panthers on the attack. Ball booted back around. Nobody with control as yet. Goes out of bounds off of Grinnell. Panthers have a throw in. Now here come the Panthers on the attack. That's DeYoung knifing through Tiger defenders. Ball gets loose moment. Now it's a centering pass poked out of there nicely by Blanchard. There was a Panther player coming in to head that one out of there, and Bo Blanchard had to tip that one out of bounds. Past the end line, he might have had a shot at it, but as it is, it's a goal kick now for the Panthers. I believe that's their second or third of the game. Coming up on 20 minutes gone by here in the second half, no score. Here's the goal kick. Up in the air, Knoxville knocked down by the Panthers. Kicked back out by the 5-yard line, now to the near side. Booted up in the air again by the Panthers. That's going to go up and out, over the end line, out of play, and Tigers will have a goal kick. Now the ball back out, and again, we're kind of seeing a tendency we saw at the end of the first half. A lot of action being played down on the Tiger defensive end. Panthers really applying the offensive pressure. Now the Tigers in their battling. That time was McCartney. Off McCartney or Caponzu, and Panthers have a throw in. Colton DeYoung doing the honors. Throws it in now to Johnston. Johnston getting it past McCartney. Back to Schmidt. Taken it by Brownell, now back to McCartney. McCartney on the attack. It's checked by a Knoxville defender. Knocked off the ball. That's Max Magana. Gives it down to his teammate, and Panthers go on the attack. Now DeYoung starts his attack, and then there's a whistle. Inadvertently tripped by the Tiger player. So they will have a free kick right from there, about the 35-yard line. DeYoung boots it up. Again, trying to get it down there where Knoxville can do something. Knoxville claiming they were held. And again, the Tiger player has as much right to the ball as the Knoxville player. You can't extend your arms and hook and hold a player, but you can certainly put your body between them and the ball and prevent them from getting after it. Knoxville was trying to get a call there, but referee did not buy it. I didn't see any arm extension, so it goes out of bounds, and Tigers have a goal kick. A couple of subs in now for the Panthers. Number 7, Joseph Finnegan in. Also, Jensen Finnegan checking back in for Knoxville. Now the ready for play signal whistle is blown, and here we go. Bo Blanchard to put it in play. He boots it up. Headed up nicely by Knoxville. Colton DeYoung gets it up, now taken back in the center by Grinnell. McCartney has it, tries to get it back to Hoops. Hoops now gets it to Brownell. Brownell lost it to a Knoxville player. Now a big skirmish in the middle. Right back to Tiger defenders, and a long boot down by the Tigers to clear it. There goes Kellen Harder on the far side trying to battle for it. It goes out of bounds off of Knoxville. Tigers throw it in. Here comes the Tigers. They reset. Now, good fake that time by Petty. Gets it, or rather, that was Will Burkhead. Gets it past the Knoxville defender. Trying to get to Caponzu. He's being checked by a Knoxville player, and here come the Panthers. That's number 0, Jay Keller, in the center. Now the ball booted up. Shoulder down by Brownell, and taken by Knoxville. Over on the far side, kicked out of there by Grinnell. Now back to the Tigers. Here's Hoops. In the middle now to Seek. Trying to get it out ahead to Caponzu. That ball intercepted by Johnson. Johnson gets it back, kicked away by Pedig. Back and forth we go here. In this game now, here come the Panthers. Now Johnson boosted up in the air, trying to hit somebody. A little too far, chasing it down for the Tigers. That time is Brody Pedig. He shields his body. He goes out of bounds, and let's see. What are we doing? We have a goal kick for Grinnell, and we're going to have a substitution, I believe, as well, if they allow it. And Knoxville also going to get a sub in. I think that signal from the official means they'll get the subs in. Here we go. 17, Will W. Albright checking in, replacing Grace Caponzu. Also number 18, Kyson Wilder checking in for the Panthers. Bo Blanchard set to kick it out of there. Blanchard gets the ball up in the air. A couple of missed headers by 2 players, and Knoxville gets control. Here come the Panthers. Still with control. That is number 13, Ezra Schmidt. Schmidt now nice through the Tiger defense. Looking to get a shot on goal. Knocked down by Bo Blanchard. Nicely done. Gets loose for a moment, but Bo snags the rebound. That's a shot on goal. And the first time I have the Panthers with 6 shots on goal to 5 for Grinnell. And that was a violation on Knoxville, so Tigers will have a free kick. Long boot down. Headed up by Knoxville, taken by the Panthers. And here they come on the attack. Kicked back momentarily by Grinnell, taken back by Knoxville. Now the long pass down, headed out of there by Torres. Back to McCartney, and then out of bounds off him, but Knoxville was not out of bounds. Knoxville plays it, and now we got an attack going. Here come the Panthers on the far side, trying to get a centering pass for a header, and that was knocked off. Nicely done. Couldn't tell. That was Wilder's knifing in there, and he was knocked off the ball. Could not tell. It might have been Kieran Jones. That was an opportunity. He had one-on-one, and the Tiger defender knifed in there and also met him at the ball and put it up and over the goalpost. They ruled it went off of Knoxville, so Tigers will have a goal kick. Near miss there by the Panthers. Headed out of there by Grinnell. Back now to Harder. Harder at midfield and McCartney. Ball's loose for a moment, now taken over on the near side to Will Dalby Albright. He gets it back to Kieran Jones. Jones out to the center to McCartney. Poked out of there by Knoxville and controlled back by the Panthers. Here come the Panthers on the attack. Knocked down that time by Kieran Jones. And Hoops was going for the ball, and the Knoxville player put his hands out, extended him, knocked him down. And the referee wants to talk to both of them. He made Hoops get up, and he is having a talking to Ezra Schmidt, a captain, sophomore captain for the Panthers, and Jack Hoops, sophomore player for the Tigers. Probably along the lines of, that's enough, knock it off. So here we go. They've been battling all game long, all match long. Hoops with a long pass up and out. Wynn grabs a hold of it, pushes out of bounds, and Tigers, or rather the Panthers, have a throw in. First of all, we have subs coming in. Number 3, Jaden DeHeer. Just a sub for the Panthers. Jaden DeHeer coming in. And now here we go. Knoxville with the throw in. Knoxville gets it down. 2 DeHeer, chested out of bounds by Hoops. Knoxville will play it in. Panthers looking. Now they throw it back to get reset. Back now to Magana. Magana being chased by McCartney. Magana gets it out of there. Past DeYoung. Now Tigers get control. Now DeYoung looking to take control of it. Booted up in the air. Cleared out of there by Grinnell. Trying to control it is the Tigers. That is, can't tell who that is on the far side. Looks like McCartney, hard to tell. Here come the Panthers on the attack. Now they've got Kyson Wilder. There we go. I'll get it right. Had it loose, but quickly surrounded by Torres and Brody Pettig. It will be a goal kick for the Panthers. As you can see on the Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard, just under 13 minutes left to go here. No score between the Panthers and the Tigers. Goal kick coming up. Here we go. Ball up in the air. Headed by Knoxville. Again, wide right. And Tigers will have a goal kick. Subs into the game now. Checking in for Grinnell, number 8, Braden Graff. Back in. Also number 0 for Knoxville, Jay Keller. Coming back in. And Jack Hoops to do the honors and boot the ball out of there. Again, if we get to overtime, tied at either 0-0 or 1-1 or tied in any way or sense, they will play 2 10-minute periods. And with a 1-minute break, and then at the end of that one, if they're still tied, they will go to penalty kicks to decide it. Here comes Knoxville on the attack. Now McCartney has it, trying to get out ahead to Dalby Albright. Now Hoops battling in the center, battling on the Panther player. That's number 1. Not number 1, number 3. I believe Jaden DeHeer. Ball in the center, booted up by Grinnell. Controlled by Knoxville momentarily, taken back by Brownell. Brownell boots it back towards the goalkeeper, Bo Blanchard, who scoops it up before Luca DeYoung can catch up to it. And Tigers will have another goal kick. Bo Blanchard, sophomore keeper. Been a busy young man from about 15 minutes left in the first half and then most of the second half. Vast majority of the action down in the Tiger defensive end. Here come the Panthers on the attack once again. Brownell, or rather Hoops, and a Knoxville player going at it back and forth. And let's see, they blow the whistle. And I believe the violation is called on Hoops. Yep, Knoxville's going to get a free kick. A long shot up. Wide left and right. Nice leg that time. Lots of velocity. Had that been up in that upper left, that might have got past Bo Blanchard. Now let's see. They're bringing everybody down here. They're sending one off of Bo Blanchard, so it's going to be a goal kick. All right. Again, they don't make hand signals. They just they point the flag. And it's a goal kick for the Panthers. Their third of this half. Here we go. Ball up, low along the ground. Booted out of there by Grinnell. Back out to midfield. Here comes Johnson. He hits it back. Knocks down a Tiger player. We play on. Here comes on the far side. That is Harder. Harder had it momentarily. Chased out of there and poked out of there by DeYoung. Gets it back, and the Tigers just knock it out of bounds. And Knoxville will have a throw in. Knoxville quickly going to get the ball in. Ball down on the ground. Here comes DeYoung now battling on the far side. I believe that's Torres he's battling with. Hard to see. The lights now back to the center. DeYoung trying to get the ball up in the air right at Bo Blanchard, who scoops it up and stops that attack. Blanchard boots the ball up in the air. Headed by Knoxville. Taken by the Panthers momentarily. And controlled by the Panthers. Here they come on the attack. It's the ball past Brownell, but Torres clears it out of there. Trying to get it down to a Tiger player. I think that's McCartney giving chase. McCartney battling there. The Tiger end trying to get the ball. Two Grinnell players collide, but the ball is controlled by Knoxville. Here come the Panthers. Goes out of bounds off of Knoxville. And we have subs coming in. We have number 12, Nolan McFarland, also Grace Caponzi checking in for Grinnell. Number 17, Will Dalby Albright coming out. Also number 10, Christopher McCartney coming out. McCartney limping just a little bit as he leaves. He'll probably be checked out by Kelly Johnson-Rose, the trainer on site. Ball goes off, Grinnell out of bounds. Panthers will have a throw in. Ball thrown in now towards the Knoxville goal. Booted up and out of there by the Panthers. Headed down by Brownell. Tries to get it to Harder. Harder trying to get control. Gets it around. Can't keep control. And taken away by Knoxville. Wilder that time gets the ball up and out of there. Check that. That's Max Magana. Magana gets it back out. Trying to hit Wilder. That time nicely done. Knocked away by Jones for Grinnell. Panthers go on the attack. Johnson tries to get it out. Taken by Caponzu. Caponzu trying to work past several defenders. Gets it out to the middle to Hoops. Caponzo on the attack. Hoops now puts it out over to Seek. Poked away by Knoxville and taken by Knoxville. There's a foul. There's a foul called on Grinnell. A tackle from behind. And again, Brownell talking to the official, stating his case. The official said nope, that was a violation, and Knoxville will have a free kick. Again, as we said, a lot of these calls are in the official's judgment. A lot of judgment calls and what constitutes a foul. Now the ball taken away by Grinnell on a run out. Here comes Harder. Going down Harder. Gets a shot up and over it. Couldn't get anything on it. Snagged that time by Carson Cecil. Harder showing some speed there. Like he was shot out of a rocket. Had a breakaway. Had a shot on goal. Just couldn't get enough on it to get it past Carson Cecil. Now Tigers are on the attack. Tiger player takes a spill. Jeff Seek, and Tigers will have a throw-in on the far side. Tigers looking it over. On the throw-in now is the Tigers up in the air. Knocked down by Hoops. Back now to Jones. Jones with a shot, and it goes wide of the goal. Pretty good shot there, pretty good leg that time. That wasn't Jones Parby, that was Jeff Seek with that shot, it looked like. Goes wide, and Panthers will have a goal kick. Coming in now for the Panthers, number 25, Colton DeYoung. They got a couple Finnegans, a couple 3 DeYoungs on the team. I will try to get first names as much as I can. Panthers now had the ball momentarily, booted up by Grinnell, but taken back by Knoxville. That's number 8, Jesse Prather on the attack. Prather now down the middle of the field. Tries to get the ball through Grinnell to Luca DeYoung. DeYoung now on the far side back to Prather. Prather now tries to circle around, getting it past Jack Hoops. Hoops shields with his body. And now Hoops in control. Tackle attempt by Knoxville. Tigers still have the ball. And here comes Hoops on the far side. Hoops just boots it up and out. A bounce, and let's see. They're going to say that's the Grinnell ball. And Grinnell throw in. All right. Knoxville fans not too happy with that. Thought there was a little foul violation. Nothing called. And so Tigers will get a throw in, or actually get a free kick. They call a foul on Knoxville. Long boot up by Grinnell. Taken back, here comes Harder on the far side. Harder trying to get a leg on it, gets a shot up, and hits the post. Caponzo there to head it in. It goes over the net. Oh, my goodness. Harder's shot was right on line, just a little high, hit the top of the crossbar in the goal net. And then Caponzu had the rebound as Carson Cecil dove for it, could not control the header, had an open net, but just put it up and over. And Knoxville, oh, they called offsides anyway. Okay, so now they're doing a kick from out near the 20. So they called offside on Grinnell. I don't think it would have mattered anyway had they scored. Again, I didn't hear that whistle. I don't think the players did either. Long boot by the Panthers. Down in the far corner now to Luca DeYoung. DeYoung being chased by the Tigers goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for Grinnell, or for rather Knoxville. Got a couple of subs here waiting to come in for the Tigers. But first, the Panther goal kick. Just over 4 minutes left to go. Another goal kick opportunity here for the Panthers. Here we go. Ball's up. Knoxville tries to head it up and over, but just high and over the bar of the goal. And when I say bar, the top bar of the goal, I mean of the goalie net. The football crossbar is right above that in yellow, and that's out of bounds if the ball ever hits that. Now Tigers will have a goal kick. Jack Hoops to do the honors. Caponzu with the header up in the air. Headed again by Seek. Caponzu had it now to McCartney. McCartney battling in the center there with another Knoxville player. A couple of Tiger players there. Hoops gets it back now. Loose and taken by Knoxville off of Knoxville. Be a Tiger throw-in. We are going to have, oh, they changed their call. It's going to be a Knoxville throw-in. So Panthers quickly try to get it in. And on the attack that time was DeYoung. Had it for a moment, could not keep it in. Tiger player, that was number 20, Brody Pettit, trying to jump up and head it. He missed it. And DeYoung had it for just a moment, but could not control it. And Tigers will have a goal kick. Now the ball up and away. Taken back by Knoxville. Knoxville centers it back, but Caponzu intercepts. Caponzu on the run. Over now to McCartney. McCartney loses it. Back down now to Brody Pettit, who just boots it out. Will be a Panther throw-in. And let's see, we're waiting. He has the ball, okay. Not sure what the delay is. Now the official blows the whistle. What do we have? I'm not sure what that was. They were going to give a Knoxville throw-in, then all of a sudden the referee in the middle of the field blew his whistle and announced a goal kick for Grinnell. I have no idea what happened there, but that's the call, so we play on. Tigers now booted up, taken back by Knoxville. That's Colton DeYoung now with the ball. DeYoung battling Brownell. Nice job by Brownell against the bigger DeYoung to battle in there, but taken back by Knoxville. A minute 40 left to go, as you see on the Kurtz Collision scoreboard. Knoxville trying to make one last attack here. Tigers clear it out. And that'll be taken on the far side. Now Graff is giving chase, but couldn't get there in time and just booted out of bounds was by Knoxville. So it will be a Tiger throw-in. Tigers quickly get the ball, get the ball thrown in before Knoxville defense can reset. Now in the far corner, now to Graff. Graff overruns it a bit. Now the ball, he's being in a battle with a Knoxville player, trying to get some clearance, swings around to center it. Hoops is right there, knocked down. Brownell has it, puts it back to Harder, then booted out of there by Knoxville. And they take control with just over a minute left. Tigers will have it back in. Two players battling, and Tigers get control. Now dumped down was Grinnell. We play on. That's number 13, Ezra Schmidt, the sophomore captain. Lots of things, and then a Tiger player just grabs him, and now they blow the whistle. That's going to be a yellow card, I do believe, on Grinnell, yes. I know the young man's frustrated, but you can't just grab a player like that. Rory Brownell now trying to plead his case, and as is standard procedure, that player comes right out. Braden Graff. That was Jeff Seek there. And Seek tells his coach he was grabbing my arm down. His coach, Jordan Custer, says, I don't care. You can't just grab a kid like that. That's not allowed. 30 seconds left. Knoxville's last chance. Here comes a long play down. Headed out of there nicely by Hoops. Now Tigers, do they have time to get something going? 30 seconds left. Taken back by Knoxville. Two players collide. We play on. Ball loose for a moment. Taken back by Knoxville. DeYoung out there about the 15-yard line. DeYoung trying to get past the defenders. trying to maneuver down to get something, and it just booted out of bounds by Grinnell. Oh, kept in play, rather. Knoxville had it. Now DeYoung has it. Now it's booted out. And they go quickly, and let's see here. They're going to get the ball in, and not sure what the delay is. I think Knoxville they're going to let the ball, set the ball down. It was their throw, and they had it, but they're just going to let it go. And that is the end of the regulation. We are tied here in regulation, 0-0. We'll take this break for members of our sponsors who help bring this broadcast home. We'll come back for overtime, where you're watching Grinnell Tiger Boys Soccer on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. All right, back here at TT Cranny on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Our second overtime game out of the last three games involving the Tiger Boys, and we go to overtime. Overtime is two 10-minute periods with a 1-minute break in between each period. Again, no stop time, continuous clock unless the official stops it. And here we go. Tigers look like they will play it in first. And here we go. Pretty nice night it turned out to be. Again, the wind blowing right to left a little bit. Not a lot, but the flags are fluttering a bit on the goalposts. They change ends. Of course, now Grinnell is going from right to left, attacking, and Knoxville will be going left to right. Hoops here on the near side. Tried to get through 2 defenders, taken away by Knoxville. That's Joseph Finnegan. Finnegan now over to, tries to hit his captain, Luca DeYoung. Off Grinnell out of bounds. DeYoung to throw it in. DeYoung, long throw in now, trying to hit Wilder. Wilder gets it, had it for a moment, taken away by Torres. Torres back out to clear it to the center, taken now by Knoxville. Now Johnson has it out there, booted up by Jones. Knocked up in the air. Tigers chasing it. 2 players collide. Big collision. Player hops right back up. We play on. Again, judgment call. If the official determines both players are going for the ball, they let the contact go. Just because there's contact and players fall does not mean a foul has occurred. Off of Brownell and thrown in by Knoxville here. Good energy by both these teams here in the first minute and 10 seconds or so. Headed out of there by Grinnell, headed by Knoxville. Out towards the center now. Here's McCartney. McCartney back now to Graff. Graff tries to send a boot long down to Caponzo. Here comes that play. Now this time Caponzo might get to it. Caponzo has it in the corner. Looks to get past the defender. Caponzo stops, turns back, looks to reset. He's surrounded by 3 Panther defenders. Caponzo gets it over to McCartney, but then loses it, and Knoxville stops that attack. Now booted down there by Pedig, but the goalie, as he's been there all game long, Carson Cecil, right there to scoop it up and kick it out to his teammate, and Panthers go on the attack. Knocked up in the air by Torres. Wilder has it in the center. Now Graff boots it down, trying to get it to McCartney. Past McCartney, and booted straight up in the air by Knoxville. Back towards the near side. Now Knoxville simply just pokes it out of bounds. Lets their defense set. And Jack Hoops with a throw-in. We have a sub coming in now. Nolan McFarland checking in for Grinnell. He will replace Kellen Harder, I believe. Now the Tigers play it in. Down to the Knoxville end. Tigers a drop pass back. Trying to hit it back to McFarland, but not there. Poked out of there by Knoxville. Taken by Grinnell. Now here comes Burkhead. Burkhead kicks it across the far side. Kieran Jones giving chase. Could not come up with it. Goes out of bounds. Knoxville will throw it in. Panthers throw it in. Bounce it off the ground. Taken by Jones. Back down to Knoxville. And it goes off of Jones. Let's see. Yep. Still Knoxville ball on the throw in. Now Knoxville looking to throw it in. Tries to get it out in the center. Like a lead pass to the center of the field. Knoxville had it momentarily. Ball loose. Taken by Grinnell. And controlled by Hoops. Hoops now over to Caponzo, taken back by Knoxville. Caponzo knocks it away. Now here come the Tigers on the attack. McCartney trying to get it down to Nolan McFarland. Ball trying to get to McFarland through the wickets there. Nice play by Knoxville to steal that pass, and Panthers come on the attack. That was number 6 that time on defense, Connor Willis. Junior captain for the Panthers, one of 3 captains for the Panther team. There is Luca DeYoung. Tries a shot, knocked down by Torres, booted out of there by Torres, taken back by Knoxville. Now Knoxville there on the near side on the attack. Ooh. We call a foul that time. The player just stopped there. I think that was Burkhead. He saw the Knoxville player coming. He just tried to stop and hunker down because he knew a collision was coming, and the Knoxville player rolled up his shoulder up in the air, and then he fell straight to the ground. And they called a foul on that. Maybe they gave a yellow card here. Let's see. Yep. Yellow card to Burkett. And now Coach Custer going to send a sub in, giving instructions now to Will Dalby Albright, the junior forward, checking in. Knoxville will have a free kick. Here come the Panthers. Max Magana doing the kick. There's a ball up in the air, knifing and slicing towards and over the goal. And Tigers will have a goal kick. 4 minutes gone by here in this first overtime period. No score. Grinnell Knoxville knotted at 0-0. Jack Hoops to do the honors. Hoops with the boot. Out towards midfield. Headed back by Knoxville. Now taken by the Panthers. DeYoung. DeYoung in the middle. Has it poked out of there by McCartney. Now Dalby Albright giving chase, and Knoxville player knifing in to try to save it. Kicks it out of bounds. Tigers have a throw in. Tigers get the ball quickly. That was Graff with the throw in, now trying to get it to McCartney. Battling down in the corner. McCartney battling still. Now two Knoxville players come in. Cleared out of the zone by Knoxville. Torres heads it back in towards Hoops. Hoops up in the air. Tries to chase it down. Hoops still going after it. Ball knocked up. Headed down by Graff. Hoops tries for the header. Headed back by Knoxville. Now here come the Panthers. Case and Wilder on the attack. Now Torres down, or Kieran Jones on the far side. Turns and chases. Tries to get out to Caponzu on the far side. Here comes Caponzu. Tiger player trying to get past the defense. But got past one, cannot get past two. And Knoxville stops that attack. Goes out of bounds off Knoxville. And it'll be a throw in. And there's a whistle. There's a sub. Hoops try to throw it in. Two subs coming in. Number 8, Jesse Prather for the Panthers. And number 6 for Grinnell, Jeff Seek checking in for the Tigers. Got to let those subs in. 4.5 minutes left to go here in this first overtime, as you see on the Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Tigers now on the far side. Hoops batting for it. Goes off of Knoxville. Hoops throws it in quickly. Tries to get down to McCartney in the corner. McCartney giving chase. Kind of shielded by the Knoxville player. Goes out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for the Panthers. Again, they played 2 10-minute overtime periods with a 1-minute break in between. If there's still tied at the end of the second overtime period, they will go to penalty kicks. Carson Cecil now puts it in play to his teammate on the near side. Here come the Panthers. Panthers out in the center now. Looking to get it going. Tigers do get control back. Now Hoops has it. Hoops trying to line up a shot. Was going to step into it. Now Graff gets a shot off. Scooped up nicely by Carson Cecil. Cecil whips the ball down quickly. Field headed out there by Caponzu. Taken back by Grinnell. Shoulder attempt by the Panthers, and they do have control. Out of bounds off of Knoxville. I believe they said Knoxville. Let's see. Yes, Tigers with a throw in. Headed out of bounds once again by Knoxville. Tigers with a throw in. Ball boy on the far side working overtime to chase that ball down. Here comes Hoops. Header up by Knoxville. Ball knocked down by McCartney. Now a shot wide of the net. Wide and left that time by Grinnell. Carson Cecil watches it sail by and be a goal kick for Knoxville. Checking in number 22, Rylan Robinson replacing Kyson Wilder. And Knoxville with a goal kick. Cecil boots it up. Oh, knocked down nicely by McCartney. Could not control it, though. Boy, had he been able to control that, he'd had a point-blank shot. So as it is, taken back by Grinnell. Now Hoops in the center on the near side now. Tries to get it back to McFarland. McFarland back to Hoops. Taken away by Knoxville. Kicked in there by McFarland once again, but now cleared out by Knoxville. Headed by Torres. Back towards the center of the field. Now Knoxville on the attack. Here come the Panthers. Ball on a run out now. DeYoung giving chase, but taken away and checked that time by the Tiger defense. That is Braden Graff. Graff back on D now. DeYoung has it. DeYoung goes for it. Undercut by Torres, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Grinnell. I don't think it was in the box. Let's see. I know the Knoxville player ended up in the box, but it's the point where the foul occurred. No, the official is just outside that yellow line. That yellow line is the goal box. Had the foul occurred in there, the Knoxville would have had a penalty kick. As it stands, though, they have a kick from right there. Doing the honors is Ezra Schmidt, sophomore captain for the Panthers. Letting his teammates get lined up. The official referee getting people, the Tigers, lined up. And waiting for the ready for play. There it is, and here we go. Ball booted over, and a shot that time up high and left. Trying to get a goal up in the far corner was Knoxville. Goes wide left, and Tigers will have a goal kick. Under a minute left to go here. Still no score. High school boys soccer on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. We're on YouTube. Hit the search box on YouTube and look us up. Also on Facebook. And also we have a website, TigerSportsLivestreamNetwork.com, where we post a schedule of our broadcasts. You can reference it there. Or go to the YouTube channel, hit subscribe on our YouTube channel, and you'll be notified every time we have a broadcast coming up as well. Now Knoxville out here around the 30. Looks like they're circling back, maybe trying to get one last attempt here. Don't see a lot of urgency. Knoxville will have a throw, and now they try to throw it in. Maybe get something. Now the ball gets loose, pass to Grinnell. First, a shot on goal. Goes just wide left. Wow, DeYoung. Boy, he has a leg. He didn't need much room for that, and he got a lot on it, but it goes wide left, and that'll do it for the first overtime. We'll just keep it right here as they'll just take a minute break, I do believe. They will flip ends, and we'll do 10 more minutes. That's a 2-minute break. All right. And we'll just keep it here. Again, our next broadcast will be Monday night. Back in little Hawkeye Conference action, a girl-boy doubleheader. The Oskaloosa Indians come up here to TT Cranny for a varsity doubleheader. Varsity girls first at 5:30. Varsity boys to follow about 20 minutes later, around 7 o'clock, or 20 minutes or so after the completion of that game. They will not start it before 7, but it may start after 7, depending on how the girls' game goes. We'll have both games for you live right here on the Tiger Sports live stream network. So we've played 90 minutes of soccer, and we have no score. Lots of activity there in that first overtime period. A couple of good shots. Again, very impressive goalkeeping by Carson Cecil, the sophomore keeper for the Panthers. He has made some dynamic first saves, especially in the first half. As we said, they'll have another 10-minute period. And then after that, they will go to penalty kicks. And that is where it is a penalty kick is simply one-on-one. An offensive player going against the opposing team's goalkeeper, one-on-one. And I believe they kick them in groups of 5.
And they alternate.
And they alternate, yes. So whoever, they have a coin flip. Whoever wins a coin toss can elect to go first or kick second. And let's say Knoxville wins, they make Grinnell go first. Grinnell will kick first, then Knoxville, Grinnell, Knoxville, Grinnell, Knoxville. And at the end of 5 kicks, if somebody is ahead, the game's over. They do not have sudden death in soccer in these overtimes. So we will play on, but they don't have sudden death in the penalty kicks. And we'll dig into that more if that does present itself. All right, now here in the second half, the second overtime period, they flipped ends. Knoxville now will be going right to left, and the Panthers played in. Getting past the field now. The defenders is Knoxville. Here on the attack is Prather. Prather gets it back over now to Schmidt. Schmidt working in the center of the field. Checked by Brownell. Now Hoops has it. Poked away by Prather, but knocked up and out of there by Torres. Now Knoxville on the attack. Wilder right there. So is Jones. Schmidt there as well. Now the ball knocked loose. Taken by Caponzu. Centering pass by Wilder. He gets dumped hard. And he's not getting up. He contorted his body around, and then there was some contact, and he hit the ground hard, and he's grabbing a leg. Official immediately motions the Knoxville coach to come over, and also Kelly Johnson-Rose comes out. Now the young man gets up. Oh, he took a step, then he goes right back down. That is Cason Wilder, a sophomore forward for the Panthers. And now the clock is stopped, obviously, with the injury. Again, hard to speculate here what happened. If you've ever been kicked in the shin or you've smashed knees or something or somebody or get kicked in the thigh, it hurts and it can really put a damper on your style for at least a little bit. Now he's trying to get off to the side. He's kind of limping off. Looks like he may just took a kick to either the thigh or the ankle, something that's unprotected. And he's off the field of play, and Tigers will have a goal kick as soon as the official puts the ball ready for play. And Kelly Johnson-Rose again down there attending to that Knoxville player. I believe that was Cason Wilder, a sophomore forward. Ball put in play by The Tigers taken back by Knoxville. Booted it by Colton DeYoung. Trying to get it down in the corner. Headed out of there by Hoops. Out of bounds. Panthers with a throw in. Now Panthers with a throw in on the far side down there in the corner. And Knoxville now battling for it down in the Tigers' end. Now Tigers get control. Graff tried to get it out of there. Gets the ball knocked away, but Tigers still maintain control. Now there's lots of battling going on there. Finally, Torres gets it out, knocked down inadvertently by Grinnell, but Knoxville controls. Lots of battling and jostling there at the 20. Now the Tigers have something of a attack going on. McCartney gets it over now to Brownell. Brownell spins. Now he sees Hoops coming. Gets it over to Hoops on the far side. Hoops now being checked by the Knoxville Panthers, trying to get past him out to the center now to Brownell. Brownell back to Hoops. Hoops has it in the center. Tries to get it ahead now down in the corner to the Tiger player streaking down in a shot attempt. Tiger player couldn't get enough leg on it. Easy save for Carson Cecil. That stops that attack, and the Panthers will have a goal kick. And now Cecil boots it out of there, taken down by Rylan Robinson. Rylan Robinson now being chased down there by Kieran Jones. Robinson now gets it in the corner. The yellow line is out of bounds, not the sideline of the football, and goes off of Robinson out of bounds, and it will be a Tiger goal kick. So a little bit of a jostling play there. And Tigers will have a kick. Now Jack Hoops set to do the honors for Grinnell. And knocked down by Knoxville. Here come the Panthers, but booted out of there nicely by Grinnell. Taken down by Knoxville. There is Jeff Seek in the middle, battling Knoxville, and the Panthers control. Over now to DeYoung on the far side. Senior captain for Knoxville gets it down in the far corner, trying to get a centering pass. Nice defense by Torres that time. He boots it out ahead, trying to hit Graff on the far side, but Knoxville throws it in quickly. Get the ball back in play, controlled by Grinnell. Grinnell now gets the ball up to midfield. Now McCartney has it at the 40. McCartney leaves it for Graff. Graff back in the center, now to Brownell. Brownell gets it ahead to Hoops. Pass a little behind him, but Hoops gets control. Hoops has it. Hoops now at the 40, looking things over. Gets the ball in the center now to, tries to get it to Braden Graff, and knocked away by Knoxville, taken back by Grinnell. Caponzu has it. Caponzu now running after it. Chases it down. Gets it past the Knoxville defender. Caponzu now on the attack. Here comes Caponzu now over to Hoops. Hoops head now to Graff. Graff on the far side, or near side rather, gets the ball down, but booted out by Knoxville, and their defense will reset. 4 minutes gone by here in the second overtime period. No score between Grinnell and Knoxville. Tigers play it in. Brownell now gets it from Hoops. Back to Hoops. Hoops on the near side. Tries to get past the Knoxville defender. Poked away by Knoxville. Tigers have a throw in. Throw in ball loose in front. And a shot on goal that time by McCartney. Couldn't get it around. It goes wide left out of bounds. And let's see. Are they going to say a goal kick for Knoxville? Yes. Cecil boots the ball up in the air to his teammate, Jesse Prather. Prather on the near side. Tries to get a starting pass, knocked away by Hoops. Out of bounds, and we have subs coming in now. Number 7 for Knoxville, Joseph Finnegan. Also, number 8 was going to check in, but they're making him wait a minute. Knoxville has a throw in. Good to see Case and Wilder up and bouncing here on the near sideline, right in front of right behind where the ball is. He was the young man who was down earlier. He's up and bouncing. Looks like he's ready to come back in, and we'll check in at the next dead ball. Here comes Knoxville on the attack. Ooh, a pass cleared off a Knoxville player's head. You know, player was just trying to kick it out of bounds and went off the player's head. Inadvertent, unintentional, and Kaiser back in. Or Kaiser and Wilder back in for the Panthers now. Player took a shot right off the side of the eye. He's kind of pointing to his eye and face like that. That rocked me a little bit there, Coach. Knoxville now plays it in. Knocked down by the Tigers. That's Brody Pettig. Knoxville now in the corner. Wilder battling. Wilder gets dumped again, gets back up, and Knoxville will play it in. Coming up on 4 minutes left to go here in the overtime period. Again, if there's still tied at the end of the second overtime, we go to penalty kicks. There's a high ball up in the air, headed by Knoxville, but nobody home behind it. Just Tiger defenders, and Tigers clear the zone. Now Tigers trying to mount an attack. Ooh, the contact there was actually Shelby McCartney gets pushed down. That was Luca DeYoung that time, or I couldn't see that number. Looked like maybe Jaden DeHeer. Now down the far side, Tigers on the attack. McCartney now gets it back to the center. Tigers trying to mount something here. Tiger boys going down and looking to get a shot off, and players get spilled. No call, and we continue to play. Now Knoxville on the attack. 3.5 minutes left to go. There's Torres. Always right there on the spot, it seems. Right there when a team has an attack attempt, Torres right there to knock it away. Now the ball being jostled back and forth. Knoxville tries to clear. Hits off a Grinnell player. And now Knoxville has it, and they go on the attack. Poked out of there by Torres, and Knoxville will have a throw in. Sub in for the game for both teams. Number 8 coming in for Knoxville, Jesse Prather, and number 18, Kellen Harder, coming in for the Tigers. Again, if we get to the penalty kicks phase of this, we'll explain how that goes in more detail. And Knoxville now in control. Down the Tiger end. Knoxville kicks it off a Grinnell player out of bounds. Panthers get a throw in. DeYoung on the far side, down in the corner, trying to get a pass centered. Lots of Tiger defenders there, lots of traffic. Tries to get through it, could not. Taken back by Grinnell. Now Hoops on the far side. Battling DeYoung. DeYoung gets it back. Now gets a pass in towards the center, trying to hit Wilder. And we have a foul. Let's see. The linesman put the flag up. Maybe they called offside on Knoxville. Yep, it'll be a goal kick. The flag pointing straight out like that. That's a goal kick for Grinnell. So they called Knoxville as offside. And Tigers will get a goal kick. 2 minutes left to go now. As you see on the Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard, no score. High school boys soccer on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network on YouTube. Glad to have you with us on a Friday night. Chris, Junie, Dan Walker with you. As the Knoxville Panthers from the South Central Conference are here at TT Cranny, battling the Tigers. Panthers trying to get something started, but poked away by Grinnell and just booted way out of bounds by Grinnell. Panthers will have a throw in. Minute and a half left to go here. Knoxville looking to get something thrown in, and now the Panthers do. Poked out by the Tigers. Caponzu knocks it out. Knoxville has another throw in. Tigers setting their defense. Wilder has it. Now back to the middle. Knoxville trying to mount one last attack. They go back to reset. Back to Max Magana. Magana now check that. That's number 6, Connor Willis. Willis on the far side boots it out. Now Tigers have a throw in with 1 minute left. Can the Tigers get something? Knoxville again puts it out, puts it away. At this point, I'm sure Knoxville just would be happy to settle for penalty kicks. Tigers trying to get the ball thrown in to mount one last attack. And Tigers looking it over. There's the ball thrown in. Trying to get to McCartney in the corner. Nothing there but Panthers. Ball gets loose for a moment. McCartney had it, kept it in play. Let's see. McCartney's still going. There's a shot on goal. Just wide. Everybody stopped. I think Knoxville thought the ball was across the end line, but no whistle. And Tigers had a shot there. Goes wide left. And now, they did call a violation on Grinnell. Okay. They called offside. So there'll be a kick for Knoxville. Or no violation. I guess it's just a goal kick for Grinnell. So that was a shot on goal and a goal kick for Knoxville. Boots it up and out of bounds. 3 seconds, 2. That will do it. We are headed to penalty kicks. Second match in 3 that we've had this. So here is the skinny on the penalty kicks. They will take a break. They will have a coin flip with the captains. The winner of the coin flip can decide if they want to kick first or second, and then they will decide which goal to use, and they will use that goal. When they start out, each team gets 5 kicks. And if after those 10, each team gets 5, they alternate. If Grinnell kicks first, then Knoxville will kick. So it'll be Grinnell, Knoxville, Grinnell, Knoxville, Grinnell, Knoxville. When Knoxville gets done kicking their 5th kick, if they're still tied, then they will go to sudden death. At that point, the rule book says here, the sudden death penalty kicks in, then the next goal would win the match. So now they're getting the captains together as coaches discuss the strategy with their respective teams. Dylan Mick bringing his captains out to talk to the officials, and Coach Jordan Kester. Jordan is his first name, by the way. He's been known by Parker Kester for a long time, his middle name. But he recently went back to using Jordan, the Tiger Boys coach. Coach Kester with some instructions to his troops. And now the captains come to the center. Number 2, Luca DeYoung, a senior forward for the Panthers. And taking it for Grinnell. Coaches shake hands with each player and official. And that's number 8, Braden Graff for the Tigers. Referee now explaining the rules to the respective teams. And you're wondering, well, why do they do that? Don't they know the rules? Yes, they do, but they have to explain the rules. Here's a coin flip, and it looks like Grinnell won the toss. So Knoxville gets to pick the goal. They shake hands. Well, that's number 6. That was Jeff Seek as a captain. Coaches shake hands. And Grinnell won the toss, so my guess is Knoxville will kick first, and they're going to go to the goal to the right, it looks like. We will see here in a moment. Coach Custer has his 5 out there, just like Coach Mick has his 5 out there, plus the goalkeepers. So we go down to the west goal, or the goal to the right of your screen. Carson Cecil and Bo Blanchard, 2 sophomore goalkeepers, also doing battle now, and it's 1-on-1. The ball will be placed along the 10-yard line, and the goalkeeper has to stay within a certain area, and the player cannot touch the ball and kick it again. He gets 1 touch. If he accidentally touches it and moves it, that's a kick. He can't hit it twice. They get 1 kick. And the goalie can't run out and block the ball. So here we go. Now the referee's going to talk to the goalkeepers, again explaining their rules, even though they both are goalkeepers and they know the rules. It is a rule that you have to explain the rules. So that's why they take a moment to remind the goalies you can't come out of your box, you can't come out past anything until it's kicked. You can kind of see the white line there in amongst the orange and black of the Grinnell. There, it's a white or yellow line. And they have to stay inside that box until the ball's kicked. So Grinnell will kick first. And coming in to kick for the Tigers is number 6. That is Jeff Seek. Again, it is by goal. Each team gets 5 kicks. If after those 10 kicks, they alternate. If they're still tied, then they go to the sudden death portion. So Seek puts the ball down at the 2. He has to wait till the official blows are ready for play. The goalie cannot come out of that yellow line. Here we go. And there's a shot, and taken in and scored by Grinnell. So Seek gets the goal. And by the way, we found out too that say Grinnell wins this like 5-4, that means that Grinnell didn't win the match 5-4. They won the match 0-0 and won on, and then PK won. That's how it's officially scored. They won on a penalty kicks by 1. Now DeYoung going to take the kick for the Panthers against Bo Blanchard. Here comes a shot. On goal, upper left-hand corner. Nothing Blanchard could do. And Knoxville scores their goal. I didn't catch the number of the young men coming down. Now coming down for the Tigers. Looks like number 18. That's number 10, excuse me. That's Christopher McCartney. Might have been number 13. There's a Schmidt for the Panthers with that. Now a shot low. Stayed low. Again, obviously the goalie had a big disadvantage. Tigers score there. And it's 2-1 penalty kicks. Now we have Luca DeYoung coming down to take his shot. One of the 3 captains for the Panthers, against Bo Blanchard. Again, ball down at the 2-yard line. Wait for the whistle for the ready for play. Here we go. Again, Blanchard guessed right, but just such velocity, he couldn't get to it as Knoxville puts in the high and left corner and knots it up at 2. Now kicking down there for the Tigers. Looks like Jack Hoops. Hoops with a shot, and he puts in the upper right-hand corner, and it's 3-2. Again, Tiger Boys looking to end a 4-game losing streak. They've lost 4 in a row. Looking to get one here. Now Knoxville gets their shot. Their attempt. I believe that is number 4, Max Mangata, but it's hard to tell. And here we go. Panthers with a shot. And Blanchard guessed right again, but he stayed a little high. He thought he was going to raise up, but the ball went low. It looked like he got a finger on it, but it doesn't matter. It scored, and it's 3-3. Now Braden Graff coming in for the Tigers, junior midfielder. Graff against Carson Cecil. Kick number 8. Graff puts it in. Cecil guessed right, but again, he kept it low. Cecil thought it was going to be high, and he snuck it in that corner, and it's 4-3. 8th kick coming up. Again, each team has 5 players, so they get 10 kicks total. We're still tied. If we're tied at the end of those 10 kicks, then it goes to sudden death. Trying to catch the number here. The Knoxville player. Again, my apologies, folks. It's hard to see the numbers from this distance. And they're kind of turned away from us as it is. So my partner, Dan Walker's helping me. He does a hesitation move. And again, he takes a step, then stops and goes again up and over. And it's 4-4. Will Dalby Albright coming up now to kick for Grinnell, number 17. Will going against, again, Carson Cecil. Dalby Albright sizes it up, boots it up and in, easily into the goal. Grinnell scored all 5. Now it's up to Knoxville. If Knoxville misses this or Bo Blanchard makes a save, the Tigers will win the match. If the Knoxville player makes it, we will go to sudden death portion. Can't tell the number yet. Looks like it might be number 18, Kyson Wilder. Hard to tell. Nope. Let's see a number 2. No. Number 4 maybe, Max Mangata. Anyway, very hard to see, so we'll just let it play out, and here we go. And the Knoxville player puts it over the net, up and high, and Grinnell wins in penalty kicks. Oh, my goodness. Tiger boys snap a 4-game losing streak, and what a lonely feeling that is. You got to tip your hat to Knoxville. They played a great match, and the young man just could not put it home. He buries his face in his jersey, and not going to worry about reading his name out over the air. You'd probably prefer you not to. So we'll just suffice to say that Knoxville had a chance, couldn't convert, and Tigers win in penalty kicks. They beat Knoxville in penalty kicks to get a win, a much-needed win for this Tiger Boys soccer team. That'll do it for our broadcast. Again, Monday night back on the air for a doubleheader. Girls at 5:30, boys at 7 or thereabouts against hosting Knoxville, or rather hosting Oskaloosa for a girl-boy varsity doubleheader. You're watching Tiger Soccer on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Good night, everybody.
This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is a violation of the law.